everyone, and welcome to Miss Elaine's Book Nook. I'm so glad you're joining me, and I'm so happy to have 5 very special friends joining me here tonight. And before we begin with our stories, I want to introduce you to these 5 special friends. So let's start with you, Michael. Will you stand up and say your name?
I am Michael.
Michael. Let's clap Michael's name out. So we're going to do 2 claps for Michael. Clap it with me. Michael. Let's whisper his name. Michael. Let's hooray his name. Michael! Yay! We're so glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. Okay, now stand up and tell us what your name is.
Claire.
Claire. Can we clap it out? Claire. That's 1 clap. Claire. Let's whisper it. Claire. Now let's hooray it. Claire! Yay! We're so glad you're here. You look beautiful. Sit down in your pretty dress, and we're going to go to your neighbor. Stand up and tell us who you are. Don't be shy. Say it nice and loud so everybody can hear.
Raylan.
Raylan. Let's clap it out. Raylan. Good job. Let's whisper it. Raylan. Let's hooray it. Raylan! Woo! Good job, Raylan. You can sit back down in your circle. Crisscross applesauce is a great way to sit. David, your turn.
And this too. My name is David.
Let's clap it out. David. Whisper it. David. Hooray it. David! Yay! We're so glad you're here. Have a seat. And Addison, will you stand up? Say your name nice and loud. Addison. Let's clap it out. Addison. Wow, that one got 3 claps. Do it again. Addison. Good. Let's whisper it. Addison. Let's hooray it. Addison! Woo! I'm so glad you're here. You may sit down, Crisscross Applesauce. Come on in, Miss Madison. Have a seat. We were just talking about all things fall. And I have a question for you, boys and girls. Do you think we could get it so this flannel board is only showing fall things? Like, I want to leave all the things about fall on the board, but that means we have to take everything else away. Hold on, Michael. Raise your hand, remember, if you have something to say. Okay, Michael? There are. That's what I'm saying. I think I see Christmas and winter things. I see summer things. But I only want fall to stay on the board. So who could come up here and take one thing away that is not about fall?
I want to.
Go ahead, Michael. Something that's not fall time. Oh, yeah, the snowman. Good choice. We have to wait till winter to build a snowman. I'm going to take him and put him right back here, Michael. Good job. You may have a seat. Can anybody else come up to my board and take away something else that is not fall? Sit down, Claire, and wait for me to call on you. Put that quiet hand in the air. Okay, Claire, come on up. What are you going to take away?
The ladybug.
Right, because when usually do we see ladybugs flitting around? Not so much in the fall. More in the springtime, in the summer.
Yeah.
High five. That was a good choice. Raylan, come up to the board and take something away that does not have anything to do with fall. Get rid of it. Yeah. A snow-covered pine tree. Winter time. Good choice, Raylan. David, come on up. We're getting there, guys. Slowly but surely. What are you going to take away? Yeah, a beach ball. When do we play with a beach ball?
In the summer.
Right, when we're swimming in the pool, which we do in the summertime. Great job. High five. Addison wants to turn. What will you take away?
She would take away.
Let her decide. Something that's not fall. Oh, the pumpkins. Do we see pumpkins around Halloween time?
Yeah.
We do. And guess what? Halloween is in the fall. So I think we should keep the pumpkins. See if you can find something else to take away. Sunglasses, because the sun shines in the fall, but it's not as bright as it is in the summertime. Usually we wear our sunglasses in the summertime. That's a good one to take away. Okay, let's let another friend do it though, Addison. You may go back and have a seat on your circle. Madison, do you want to have a turn?
Yeah.
Come on up. We're taking away things that are not fall.
I know.
Okay, go for it. Right! We see a butterfly in the springtime. Good job! Where are my quiet hands in the air? That's okay. Just sit in another circle, honey. It doesn't matter. Michael. Sunshine. So like we just said, the sun's in the sky all the time, right? But it's at its hottest and its brightest in the summertime. Good choice. All right, you may sit back down. Raylyn, what are you going to take away? Yep, we don't need that snowflake. It is not winter time yet. Good job. David. Get rid of those mittens. I'm not ready to pull my mittens out yet. Good job. It is not that cold. Have a seat. Good job. Who else? I think there's a couple other things that need taken away. Addison, do you know?
Can I go again?
Come on up. What do you think? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
What is it? A scarecrow. Do we see scarecrow in the summer?
No.
Not usually. Do we see him in the wintertime when it's cold and freezing and snowy? Sometimes we might, but do you know when I think he comes out the most? Fall. I think we should leave him on the board. But choose another item.
The squirrel.
Yeah, what is that? Let's show our friends at home who might not be able to see. You took off the sandcastle. When do we build sandcastles? In the summertime when we're at the beach.
Yeah.
All right, good job. You may sit down. And, yep, let's leave it up there, though, for another friend. Michael, do you want to come take something off the board? What are those?
Flip-flops.
Flip-flops. And you're not going to wear those in the fall time because your feet will get cold. Flip-flops are for summertime. Are we almost done? We are. We're almost done. But I still see a couple more things that we can take away. David, come on up and show me what they are. Springtime flowers. Those are my lovely tulips. Are they pretty? Yeah, you're right. Flowers are for the springtime. Good job. And I'm going to line up my pumpkins under the tree. We'll make them look pretty. That squirrel's there gathering his nuts for the winter. We see a lot of squirrels in the fall. But I see a couple more things. Who knows what they are?
Is there anything else we have to take away? Is there anything else we have to take away?
There might be. Do you know what it is?
The scarecrow.
I think we're going to leave the scarecrow. He's definitely fall time.
Is there anything else? Are those?
Baby animals.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the baby animals are a sign of spring. So I'm going to take those away.
Okay.
Nope, I got them though, Michael. Thank you. Look what we have left. A beautiful fall tree with pumpkins underneath and a squirrel, a scarecrow. And does anybody know what this is called? There's some vegetables in there and fruits. It's called a cornucopia. And we see cornucopias come out at Thanksgiving time, and Thanksgiving time is in the fall. No, we're going to leave it just like that, Michael, and we're going to get ready to listen to some stories. Stories that are all about fall. The first one is called Fall is for Friends, and it's about this little character. Her name is Susie. Isn't she cute? Susie the duck. And her best friend, Emily. Susie Duckin loved everything about fall. She loved wrapping herself in big cozy sweaters, and she loved crisp apples and big orange pumpkins. But most of all, she loved jumping into the pile of leaves with her best friend, Emily. Until they took that first running leap every year, it just didn't feel as if fall had really arrived. They loved to do that together every year, jump in a big pile of leaves. Have you done that before?
Yes. I did.
It's a lot of fun.
My medicine did.
When are the leaves going to fall? Susie wondered. Maybe they just need a little help, declared Emily. See, all the leaves are still up on the branches of the trees. They haven't fallen yet. They can't jump into them if they haven't fallen down. So what are they going to do?
They can help them get down.
Let's see how they do it. Susie had never thought of that. You mean we could help the leaves fall off the trees? She asked Emily. Of course, said her friend confidently. This is us we're talking about. Right? Emily thinks we can do anything.
Yeah.
Do you think they can make the leaves fall, though? Now that all the girls had to do was figure out how to get the leaves to drop. They needed a plan. They had so many ideas. Back in Susie's room, they piled all the things they might need into a big cardboard box. First, Susie and Emily tried leading a cheer to make the leaves want to fall from the trees. Fall, leaves, fall. That's what we say. Hit the ground so we can play. And she's yelling through her megaphone, and they're cheering with their pom-poms. Do you think that will make the leaves fall off?
No.
You don't think? Maybe if they say the cheer one more time. Fall, leaves, fall. That's what we say. Hit the ground so we can play. When that didn't work, Emily said, maybe we should show the leaves what fun it would be to fall. So the friends set to work cutting leaf shapes out of construction paper and taping them all over each other. Let's show them how it's done, Emily said. The two girls began to dance and spin among the trees. Oh, how I love to ride a gentle breeze and fall softly to the ground, Emily said in a dreamy voice. They're pretending to be leaves, flitting through the air and then falling to the ground. Do you think that will work? Will that show them? Emily became so dizzy so quickly that she actually did fall, and it wasn't softly. I'm floating, I'm free, trilled Susie, tripping over Emily. Look, they fell on top of one another. Oops. This time, Susie tried a little magic. Leaves of brilliant red and gold fall before we both grow old, she commanded. But the leaves stayed right where they were. So her magic wand didn't work either. They're still up there. As the friends wondered what to do next, Emily began to hum a tune. Emily always hummed when she was concentrating especially hard. That's it, said Susie. We'll sing the leaves off the trees. Do you think singing a song will work?
No.
Songs can help you think. Songs can make you happy. Some songs can make you want to get up and dance, Susie continued. So, why can't a song make the leaves want to fall off the trees? What do you think, Michael? Is it going to work?
I think they would just have to wait.
You think they just have to be patient and wait? You might be right. But let's see if their song idea, what happens. Well, what are we waiting for? Asked Emily. Let's make up a fall song. A little while later, the girls joined hands, took deep breaths, and sang. Blow, breeze, blow the leaves gently to the ground. My friend and I are waiting, and fall is all around. Look, you guys, what's happening? Their song worked! We did it! The girls whispered to each other in amazement. We really, really did it! Now it felt like fall, because the leaves fell down and they got to jump in their big pile. That was their yearly tradition, jumping into the pile of leaves. They finally got to do it. Give yourselves a round of applause for being good listeners. I hope you liked that story. I think it's time that we stood up and we sang a song of our own. You each have a leaf that you're sitting on. Will you pick it up, please? Madison, you have a leaf somewhere too. Yep, good, you were sitting on it. Very good. And boys and girls, you can do this song with us at home too, and you can pretend that you have leaves. We're going to be a tree, reach up high, maybe even stand on your tippy toes. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle them at home. These can be your leaves. Ready? We're going to make the leaves fall. Leaves are falling to the ground, to the ground. Leaves are falling to the ground, to the ground. Okay, now you can pick up your leaf and throw it up in the air, see if it'll fall down on its own. Go ahead. Whee! Find your leaf again. Let's do it one more time. Be a tree with me. Branches up high. Stand on those tippy toes because we're going to be nice tall trees. This gives us a good stretch. Wiggle those fingers. That shows all your leaves. And sing it again. Leaves are falling to the ground, to the ground. Leaves are falling to the ground, to the ground. Stay down there. Crouch down. Let's pretend we're going to jump into our pile of leaves. So I want you to jump right on your circle, right on your spot, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Jump! Good job. All right, and sit back on your circle. You can crisscross applesauce for me again. We're going to get ready for another story, so that means we have to get our hands ready again. Can you show me all 10 fingers? Boys and girls, do I see them up at home? Good job. I have 10 fingers, and they all belong to me. I can make them do things. Do you want to see? Yeah. I can shut them up tight. Can you do that? Make your fists really tight. I can shut them up tight. I can open them real wide. I can fold them all together. I can make them all hide. I can jump them up high. I can jump them down low. I can fold them quietly and hold them just so. Good job. We're going to read a book next. It's about apples. It's called 10 Red Apples. 10 red apples hanging on the tree. Yippee! Fiddle-dee-dee! But horse came and ate one. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Nay, nay, fiddle-dee-dee! Horse, cried the farmer, save some for me. The horse took one of his apples. So if he started with 10, and then the horse took one, how many is he going to have left? Do you want to count the apples on the tree?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 red apples hanging on the tree. Yippee! Fiddle-dee-dee! Cow came and ate one. Munch, munch, munch. Moo, moo, fiddle-dee-dee. Cow, cried the farmer, save some for me. Now the cow took an apple. So how many is he going to have left? We can count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red apples hanging on the tree. Yippee! Fiddle-dee-dee! Donkey came and ate one. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Hee-haw! Fiddle-dee-dee! Donkey, cried the farmer, save some for me. If all the animals keep eating them, the farmer's not going to have any. How many do we have left?
7.
Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 red apples hanging on the tree. Yippee! Fiddle-dee-dee! Goat came and ate one. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Ma, ma, fiddle-dee-dee. Goat, cried the farmer, save some for me. Uh-oh. Let's count those apples. There's not too many left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 red apples hanging on the tree. Yippee! Fiddle-dee-dee! Pig came and ate one. Snort, snort, snort. Fiddle-dee-dee. Pig, cried the farmer, save some for me. Do you know how many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 red apples hanging on the tree. Yippee! Fiddle-dee-dee! Sheep came and ate one. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Bah, bah, fiddle-dee-dee. Sheep, cried the farmer, save
Some for me.
You got it, Claire Madison. Save some for me. David.
I'm 5 years old.
Oh, 5 apples on the tree, 5 years old. Good connection, buddy. Let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 red apples hanging on the tree. Yippee! Fiddle-dee-dee! Goose came and ate one. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Hiss, hiss, fiddle-dee-dee. Goose, cried the farmer, save some for me. Say that part with me, that's your job. Goose, cried the farmer, save Okay, that's your line from now on. You got to say it nice and loud.
Let's count how many animals.
Well, we can do that at the end, Michael. Let's count these apples because there's not too many left on the tree, and I'm getting really worried. Poor farmer's not going to have any. 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 left, you guys.
I'm 3.
Oh, and Addison's 3 years old. I love it.
I know there's one more. That was my age.
3 red apples hanging on the tree. Yippee! Fiddle-dee-dee! Duck came and ate one. Pick, pick, pick. Quack, quack, fiddle-dee-dee. Duck, cried the farmer. Boys and girls at home, will you say it with us too? Actually, I want you to shout it really loud because the farmer's probably getting really mad. So say it like you mean it. Duck, cried the farmer, save.
For me.
That's better. How many are left?
2.
Just 2. 2 red apples hanging on the tree. Yippee! Fiddle-dee-dee! But hen came and ate one. Peck, peck, peck. Cluck, cluck, fiddle-dee-dee. Hen, cried the farmer, save.
For me.
Jeez. How many's left? Just 1. 1 red apple hanging on the tree. Yippee, fiddle-dee-dee. Good, said the farmer. You saved 1 for me. Yippee, fiddle-dee-dee.
Now let's count them.
You want to count the animals?
Yeah, and the farm.
Sure, we know that each animal had 1 apple. Let's see, Michael, we should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And nobody tried to take the last one. So does the farmer get to eat the last apple? Does he at least have 1?
Yes.
0, no red apples hanging on the tree. My, fiddle-dee-dee. No red apples to bake in a pie. Fie, fiddle-dee-dee. The farmer's wife wanted some too. What was she going to make? She was going to make an apple pie. She can't do it now. Look, cried the farmer, another apple tree. Oh, maybe we can find some more apples. Aha! More red apples hanging on a tree. Yippee, fiddle-dee-dee. Good, called the farmer's wife. You saved them for me. Yippee, fiddle-dee-dee. Do you think she can take all those apples, put them in her basket, take it home, and make a yummy, delicious apple pie? I hope so. Do you know what's the best? Hot apple pie, fresh out of the oven with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. Do you know what we call that? Apple pie a la mode. Missy Lane's getting hungry. Oh, Claire Madison, you have to try it. It's so good. Well, I have one more story that I want to share with you, and it's called Leaf Man. And as I read this story, boys and girls here, and to my boys and girls at home, I want you to look very carefully at the pictures because there's something special in this book. There's something special in the illustrations or the pictures in this story. Leaf Man used to live near me in a pile of leaves. Leaf Man, who's Leaf Man? If you look carefully at the picture, boys and girls, does it kind of look like this could be a body, but made out of leaves? Madison, can you sit down so all of our friends can see?
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like this maybe is his head, and there's 2 buckeyes or 2 acorns for the eyes. And that could be the nose. And see these leaves here make the legs? It looks like a leaf person. So they're saying Leaf Man. Leaf Man used to live near me in a pile of leaves. But yesterday, the wind blew Leaf Man away, and he left no travel plans, so we don't know where he went. The wind blew him away. The last time I saw him, he was headed east, past the chickens. Look carefully at those leaves, the way they're laid out on the page. Do you see a chicken in there? Yeah, they kind of made these leaves look like a chicken. Here's the chicken feet, chicken tail. See that? This little yellow leaf is the chicken beak.
And that leaf is the head.
Right, yep, right there. Toward the marsh, over the ducks and geese. A leaf man's got to go where the wind blows. he has no choice. The wind just carries him along. And now he was floating past the ducks. Do these look like ducks in the water?
Yes.
Yeah, they're made out of leaves. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
He blew over the fields of pumpkins and winter squash. And what kind of little mice do we see in the garden with the squash and the pumpkins? What are these little animals?
Mice.
Yeah, they look like mice, right? And flew over the turkey, past potatoes, carrots, and cabbage in rows. Then he blew out of sight. Is he drifting west above the orchards?
No.
Maybe. Or over the prairie meadows.
Yes.
And past the spotted cows? Well, a leaf man's got to go where the wind blows. Look how they made it look like cows. There's the cow's udders. That's where we get the milk. That's where we squeeze the milk from.
That's a half cow before.
That's the back of a cow. Here's the side view of a cow, and then that's a cow sitting down in the grass. That's the back of him. Maybe Leaf Man's gliding on a lake breeze.
There's the turtle.
Yeah, good job. Or flying along the river. Look at the fishies, the leaf fishies. Following butterflies going south. Well, the leaf man's got to go where the wind blows. So where's the wind going to blow him to next?
I don't know.
He might even be traveling north above leaves that look like him.
That looks like.
Or flying over mountains with a flock of birds.
Look at my leaf. Does it look like his head?
It could. When Leaf Man looks down on Earth, is he lonesome for a home? Do you think he likes just drifting along where the wind takes him, or do you think he's lonely and wants a home?
He's lonely and wants a home.
This I do know. Where a leaf man will land, only the wind knows. So listen for a rustle in the leaves. And maybe you'll find a leaf man waiting to go home with you.
Hey, that leaf shapes like a heart.
You're right. This one right here, an upside down heart. Here's another leaf man, but he's upside down. If we turn the book this way, look.
That's Leaf Man.
It is. And you know what? We are going to make a leaf man tonight. And boys and girls, you can make a leaf man at home. All you need are some paper leaves, or better yet, if you can go out in your backyard and gather up some real leaves, you can glue them down to a piece of paper and make your own leaf man, or a leaf duck, or a leaf fish, or a leaf bird, or whatever you want. So maybe you could try that at home, and boys and girls, you can do it to take it home with you tonight. Everybody, I want you to turn around so you're looking at the camera, because I don't know if all my friends saw you, your beautiful faces. I don't know if they got to see you up close, and we're going to wish everybody at home a happy fall. Happy